Exorcism of Emily Rose. Exorcism of hiker midnight people. So last night, after a long day of hiking and a little bit of night hiking, Chuck and I made it into the shelter at like 7:30, 7:45, and we ate really quick, set up our stuff. Met Rooster and Rocket were already there, so of course we had like a little reunion, like this is what you missed in the last 24 hours. Or actually it was like 36 hours, it was longer than that. But there are these other thru hikers that are much older than us, and they're sitting there like yelling towards each other. They're sitting right next to each other. I don't know why they're yelling. Yelling about a political topic at the top of their lungs. And it's now dark. It gets dark at 7:15, really. So it's been dark for an hour. And they're yelling. One's like, I'm a libertarian. We're like, I don't care what you are, dude. I don't care if you're a fascist. I don't care if you're the Dalai Lama himself. It's 8 o'clock. It is dark. X needs her sleep. Look at my eyes. Anyway, it's raining today. No rain, no pain, no Maine. But we're in Maine, so I think it can cut it out with the rain. It's up to the pain. That's for sure. Yeah, maybe.
He would look at the sign.
Woo! On to the last map of gut hooks. Or map, gut hooks map. Last gut hooks map. You guys just show me the way.
Show me the way. Do you know the way? The way?
It's so close. For some reason, I thought it was gonna like jump at me. Like, you know, like the camera, like, ah. Yeah. Alright, you cannot see me, and you might not be able to hear me, but today was a tough one. No lying about that. Maine miles are different kind of miles. But we had several bailout points, and we didn't take any of them because we're hardcore. We're going full throttle. And yeah, we ended up hiking more than we originally thought. We had to switch between two gut hook maps, and so we got the numbers wrong. So we were like thinking we only hiked 13, but we actually hiked 14.9. Woo! 10 tomorrow into Human Nature Hostel, and yeah, gonna be great. Another wonderful Maine adventure, I'm sure. Mint chocolate Cliff Bars for life. Good morning, Julia. You ready to go full throttle? I hear something walking around, and I've been seeing moose poop on this hike today. I don't know if I would want to see a moose in this. It's like so thick. I woke up this morning and I felt like I got my sense of humor back. Waking up to the rain yesterday was just, God, it's just demoralizing. You know, you're kicking butt, you're hiking 27 miles over 4Ks in Vermont, and then you get to New Hampshire and you can't do 16. And then you finally hike all the way through New Hampshire and you get to Maine and you can barely hike 14. It's just like insane, and it really can mess with your confidence. But I was looking at the Gut Hooks map last night and I was running some numbers, and you know what? I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm not too stressed. I need to do anywhere between 14 and 16. And then guess what? Bust out a few marathons and I'll be strolling into Baxter Park right when Jeff is. So all I have to do is a few marathons in Maine. And I think that it'll flatten out. It'll flatten out in like 80 miles. So I just need to make it to then. But I feel hopeful. I know I can do it. So I'm just gonna do it. Dang it. I think that's just a deer. Just a plain old deer. But it's big. It's a big deer. What am I seeing? There's no denying it now. Fall is upon us. Everything is yellow, fading to yellow. We're starting to see splashes of red in the maple leaves, and there's like moose poop everywhere on this trail. This stretch of it is just loaded. Nothing fresh and no tracks at all. I'm not seeing a moose track yet, but There's caca everywhere. Lots of brown. I texted Jeff earlier today. I haven't really been able to speak with him for the last few days just because even the smallest amount of miles, 14 miles have been taking me 12 hours, and we've had a joke the whole time. I'll text him after a tough stint, and I'm like, all right, come get me. And he was like, okay, I'll be there in 15 days, and he will be. It's unbelievable. And I'm so tired, and I'm like, how can I do this for 15 more days? But that's how I felt going into New Hampshire. And I walked across the whole state, and I'm going to do it with Maine as well. Blood, sweat, and tears. It's kind of amazing, just like physically, how can you just keep going day after day? But then spiritually, like, how can something be so important, like the Katahdin sign, that you're willing to be in this much uncomfortable, like consecutive uncomfortable days? Like, what is it about that? It's not the fact that it's just a sign, like this pilgrimage, like, what is it? And I don't know. And I don't really have much time to think about it because Maine does not give you a second. Like earlier I was like, maybe this will be an easy stretch, and I was like thinking, and I was like getting really philosophical, and then I banged my knee on the side of a rock. It's like you just don't have any, you cannot sleep on Maine, I'm telling you. You gotta keep your wits about you. And that mountain yesterday, we're going up, up, up. It starts hailing, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what? And if Rocket and Rooster hadn't been ahead of me continuing on, I swear I probably would have just set my tent up and been like, nope, not today. But we're all out here, and we're still doing it. And it's funny to be in the shelters and to hear people poo-pooing it, and they're like, well, I'm gonna make it to Katahdin, and I don't care how. It's like, what? How could you have hiked this whole way and then you're willing to just drive the rest of the way to Katahdin? And that just blows my mind. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what would possess you to just quit on it. I don't want to keep going a lot of the time, but I think about that sign and I just want to start crying. Like, there's something still to do in these next 15 days, and I don't have any answers, but I'm just gonna do it. Chuck Norris, the guy I've been hiking with, he keeps saying, he goes, the trail is the boss, and I just show up to work every day. And you just do it for 180 days. Is that my first moose print? I can't tell. Do you guys know what the name of this mountain is?
Moody.
I started laughing hysterically. So I was getting in a tizzy, and I'm like, this is the last thing I have to do all day. Why can't I just get up this stupid thing? And I was like, that's hilarious. It's perfect. Couldn't be a better name for this mountain. I feel like this is my penance. Moody Mountain.